Another strange report from Pine Mountain. We all know that the Pine Mountain Range is home to numerous Bigfoot sightings. But it is also home to a lot of other strange activity. Everything from ghosts to UFOs and even murders have plagued the mountain range. We recently got yet another interesting report from the area. Chris said, "I don't know if this is considered crypto-related or not, but it was freakiest thing I've ever experienced. So, I'm relating it. I sent in a Bigfoot Yell report before, but you are the only website I've reported anything to. I was in process of moving to Kingsport, Tennessee, and moved out of my apartment and had everything moved except for what was loaded in my car. I couldn't take residence officially until the next evening, so instead of driving down there and sleeping in my car, I decided to drive up on the top of Pine Mountain overlooking Whitesburg. I'm in my 40s now, but remember my youth of four-wheeling and just in general being out and about, so I knew about the radio towers on Pine Mountain. I went there because I got good AM radio reception and was listening to a political program out of Cleveland, Ohio, just like the old days, where we could get clear coast-to-coast AM up there. Anyway, I was not drinking or doing any drugs, I'll say that right off. I was sitting on the main top right next to the towers in my car facing Whitesburg, just looking at the night sky and listening to the program. Window was down, I was wide awake and I never heard anything, but I noticed movement out of my peripheral vision on my left, the driver's side. Totally dark there except for moonlight. What I saw was a small yellowish ball of light that was free floating, not making a sound. I had turned my radio down and the car wasn't running, so it was dead silent. It was to my left about 20 feet away, in a small area of trees, but the leaves had about all fallen there, so it was some tree trunks and limbs, but smaller trees. Nothing large to really cause any vision trouble. I could see into the trees for a good ways. It being the top of the mountain near the towers, each direction leads downhill. Nobody lives anywhere near the top of Pine Mountain either. Trying to rule out anybody saying it was a person. This light was so close and the trees so bare, I could see this light was free floating and about 5 foot off the ground. Just moving through the trees in a slow walk rate. It illuminated the trees and ground around it for approximately 10 feet, so I could clearly, very clearly tell that there was no person, no drone, no nothing around this light. It wasn't a lightning bug because it was the wrong color and it stayed lit for 2 or more minutes before I got freaked out and left. I've thought and thought what normal answer could it have been, but can't come up with an answer. I even went back to look to see if there were any pole lights that might have been on the roadway and maybe I was seeing them through the trees, but no lights are there. The road is below the horizon, behind the trees, so no car or ATV possibility. It's hard to describe what I mean by the fact that it was so close. I could see that it was right there next to a tree and floating from one to the next and wasn't something way back and just looked close. The way I described it to anybody is like if I was 15 to 20 feet from you on a dark night carrying a pen light and walking casually through some bare trees, but there wasn't a person there. That's what I saw. Like I said, it creeped me out because it was dead silent and just felt weird. Anyway, I said F this and left. I hope I described it in such a way you understand what I tried to get across. Thanks goes to Chris for sharing his experience with all of us. This event took place in September of 2016. Please visit thecryptocrew.com and make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit that notifications bell.